Hey guys, I'm Deepthi. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 products you should be trying out, you can purchase, and 5 products that you can avoid. So these are some of the products that I have recently tried out, tested out, and I have my opinion about most of them. So the first product I'm going to be talking about is the Derma 1% Hyaluronic Sunscreen Aqua Gel. This has an SPF of 50 and a PA4+ rating. With summer being the way it is, we don't need an oil-based sunscreen because it can make you look really dull and oily, and that in turn causes clogged pores and acne breakouts. Derma sunscreen, on the other hand, is an oil-free sunscreen. You can see with the side I've applied the sunscreen and the side where I haven't applied, it doesn't look oily at all. Not just that, Derma has come up with 2 other variants of this popular sunscreen of theirs, just so that it caters to different skin types. So the variant that we have here is 1% Hyaluronic Sunscreen Oil-Free Gel, which is for oily and acne-prone skin, which has niacinamide. It also has zinc PCA, which both of these ingredients regulate the oil production and the sebum production of your skin. And also it has a sebum control formula. This is great for anyone with oily skin type. You don't really have to worry about it looking very heavy and greasy and all the more oily on your skin, and you can be very generous with the application of the sunscreen. Likewise, they have the Derma 1% Hyaluronic Sunscreen Hydrating Gel. This is for dry and sensitive skin, which has ceramides in it, which makes it really nice and hydrating and not too hard to blend and work on your skin with. All 3 variants you can be very generous with. They apply really well on your skin and they don't really have any white casts. All of their sunscreens are in vivo tested by government certified external labs, thus confirming the SPF of 50 and PA4+ rating, and this supports the claims on their packaging as well. And these test reports are publicly available across all platforms on the Derma website, on Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart, and Purple. You can really vouch for the SPF 50 and a PA4+ rating in this, and this is a staple in my household. Like, I didn't even introduce people to this. They in fact were using this on their own, and I was like, oh my god, are you using this sunscreen? And everyone was like, yes, absolutely, we love this, we love the result this one gives. So this doesn't make your complexion feel dull or your face look dull like most sunscreens do. It doesn't really have any white cast, it doesn't feel very heavy on the skin, it's not hard to blend. Now, do not step out without a sunscreen like this one, irrespective of the weather condition, irrespective of the season and the time of the year we are at. Check this out with my coupon code, that is Deepthi2025 on the Derma website for additional discount. These products are also available on Amazon, Nykaa, Flipkart, and Purple. Now, all of Derma products are safe, designed by dermatologists, and fragrance free, and I will make sure to link these products in the description box below, so make sure to check it out. And every single time you shop from the Derma website, they help link your order to a child. They help educate along with Bhumi Foundation, and as part of their Young Scientist initiative, they have empowered 20,000 plus students. Now, with that, we're going to be covering 4 other products that you should be trying out. This one is the Tilted Mask Fit Aura Cushion Foundation. Now, these cushion foundations are available on Macron, so you can get this like in travel size as well as full size, and I got this on really good discount. They're having a lot of discounts of late. Now, the shipping policy is very different. Like, after I received the products, I got a dispatch mail from them, and I was very worried, like, where is my product? Am I going to get it on time? But I did receive it within like 7 days, but you don't really get notified of every single movement of the shipment. Okay, anyways, so I got 2 variants. This one is the Tilted Mask Fit Cushion Aura Foundation, and this one is the Mask Fit All Cover Cushion Foundation. Now, I originally have the red foundation in full size. I absolutely love it. I feel like it has a subtle, like, you know, dewy finish, but it's not extremely dewy. It also is a little bit matte, and it has really good coverage. It's something I can keep very light or light medium and then build it to full coverage as well. So this Aura one has sort of like a very light coverage, sort of, you know, like a BB cream, like that, you know, very light medium coverage, and it looks a little bit dewy on the skin. It didn't cover like this patch that I have right here, but I did really like the finish of this one, and it's very nice for day-to-day usage. It looks like second skin. It's not something that is, again, very dewy, but it's not too matte again, and I absolutely love the finish of this. It's a very nice product to make you feel glowy, fresh, and if you're someone who likes light coverage products, you would absolutely love this one. So this is something that I would recommend you guys try out. Now, about the other foundation, I'll talk to you guys in just a bit because I didn't really like it as much. I mean, not for my skin type, so I'll talk about it in products you should avoid if you have dry skin. So just give me a bit. Another product that you should be trying out a little bit out of the blue, that I don't really talk about kajals, eyeliners anymore as such, but I really love this color bar, just smoky kajal in the shade Marsala. It's such a nice shade of a kajal. It's not your deep brown usual color. It's a little bit of a deep purple shade which looks absolutely stunning. It's what I have on my eyes today. It's very pigmented, and these kajals are so underrated from this brand. I think a lot of you guys would like the shades that they have. They have a wide array of shades which I really like, because I don't want to try out very expensive brands. There are very expensive brands that you could try out as well, but something that is more accessible, more affordable, and something that Colorbar is a brand everybody loves, everybody can reach out for. I really like this one, and I think you should definitely try out the shades that they have in this. It's nice, pigmented, dark. You don't really have to apply a lot of pressure. It stays on pretty well. It's not exactly smudge proof, like it does move around a little bit. I'm okay with that because I like to anyway smoke out my lower lash line and also tight line it and just smoke it out a little bit. So okay, we've covered 3 products so far that you can try out, you should buy. And another one that I just tried out, and I like the formulation of this, but I just wish that they have better shade selection. This one is the La Mer Lip Stain Hydrating Lip Tint, and this is in the shade Confidence 01. I don't really think they have a lot of deeper shades, because if it was there, I would have definitely tried that out, because I like deeper lip stains, lip tints on me, because I have pigmented lips and I feel like they look much better, and they also leave a more intense stain on my lips. This one is a very my lips but better kind of a shade, or almost close to my lips shade, or maybe washing me out, I'm not sure. So the reason I do like this and I would recommend this is because it's very hydrating on the lips. And when I have like very dry lips, sometimes no lip balm can help me out as much as a lip tint or a lip stain that is hydrating does, because it also gives you a little bit of color. It masks up the pigmentation. Sometimes that dry, lifeless feel of your lips, it just immediately picks it up from that situation. So this is something you can definitely try out. Absolutely love the formula of this. So nourishing on the lips, and I wish there are deeper shades in this. Such a good product. Again, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this, so you guys must try this out. Another product that I've kept it towards the end because it can be a maybe, like you can try it out or you can completely avoid this. This is the She Glam Birthday Skin Primer. So this is said to be like a pore filling, blurring sort of a primer, which is mentioned on the box. It's mentioned that it is like, it can brighten, smoothen out imperfections, say bye-bye to visible pores, and a hello to even complexion. So I'm not sure about all of that. I'm just talking about the pore blurring aspect of this, and how it doesn't make your face look very oily very fast. So it's a mildly or a decently pore blurring primer, and also it does mattify your skin to a great extent, especially if you're someone with very oily skin. You feel like there's a lot of sweat seeping through, you feel like you get really oily very fast. You could try this one out. It does come with a reasonable price point of 799 rupees and pretty much always on a good discount on Tira. So you can try this out. I mean, it's not the most pore blurring primer I've found, but also not the worst. It is pretty good for the price, and I can see people with like large pores and oily skin absolutely loving this, because it did instantly mattify this portion of my skin and did give a mildly blurring effect. So it's a maybe for me. You can try it out or you can just avoid it. It's not very like wow or didn't blow me away, but also not something that was very disappointing. Now moving on to some of the more disappointing products. So the first one is a shampoo, which I don't know. I think I got the wrong shampoo. The one that is doing rounds right now is a more clarifying shampoo. I think I will be purchasing that too. But this mentioned 72-hour moisture filling shampoo, and that's the reason I bought it. It's also mentioned that it's for dehydrated hair, and I don't think it works for people with dry hair, frizzy hair, dehydrated hair. I feel like it just strips off your the natural oils from your hair, and just makes it look a lot more dehydrated, very dull, very frizzy looking. And it's what I have washed my hair with today. And it looks like this because I did kind of straighten it and manage it with the Olaplex oil. But if not, it was looking so dry and frizzy that I was like, okay, why am I still using this shampoo? It's not helping me with my hair fall. It's not helping me with my hair situation. It's just making it all the more worse. So I would pretty much avoid this if you have dry, dull hair. The next one is this thing that I had a lot of hope for. This one is the Ordinary Squalane plus Amino Acids Lip Balm, which a lot of people I saw internationally rave about this, mention that it helped so much with their dry chapped lips. It's a very nice lip balm, but because it has squalane in it, and it didn't really do much for me. Like instantly it feels a little bit nourishing because of that squalane or whatever, and then after like just 10 minutes, it's again back to being super dry, super flaky, and not a good product. Instead, you could try out this one. This one's the Simply Nam Sweet Kiss Hydrating Lip Balm. This is so much more hydrating, so much more nourishing on the lips, and it doesn't really like help you too much. Like if you have very dry, dull, almost lifeless lips, it kind of revives it to an extent, and then you can use a more hydrating lip stain. Right now my lips are super dry because I'm on antibiotics. I have taken so many antibiotics. I'm on medication constantly. No amount of drinking water, staying hydrated helps when you are on medications like this, which high dosage. So my lips were getting really dry, and this was helping me to a great extent. This, however, not so much. And then another product that you could probably avoid, this one. This one is the Mars Click Stick Gloss Lip Balm. Now this is like again something that is like a maybe for me. Like I should have spoken about this right after the Sheet Glam primer. This is something that is extremely glossy looking on the lips, like very hydrating. Like it looks hydrating, it feels hydrating, no denying that. It doesn't feel waxy, it doesn't feel annoying, but it's a little bit too hydrating or like too slippery for me, my personal liking, and I just feel like it's getting onto my teeth. It's just like moving around everywhere. It's really nice, shiny looking and everything. So if you are in for something like that, you like products like this, like the Hourglass one, the Tarte one, and you're looking for a good alternative to those kind of products, you should definitely try this out. But it's a little bit of a menace for me to handle, like when I'm outdoors, when I'm eating, when I'm like, you know what I mean? So yeah, and also the colors are a little bit vibrant and not very mellow in my opinion. That is the case with most mass products, but the lip stain and everything I could handle. This is a little bit too much for me. Like it's pigmented, it's beautiful. So it completely depends on your personal preference. And when they fade away, just like most deeply pigmented shades, I tried out the shade called Berry Jam, which is more of like a pinkish, deeper pink shade with a little bit of berry undertones to it. So it is a little bit of a deeper shade, right? So it did fade away with a little bit of stains. Up to you, like your personal preference, however you like it. Another product that I feel you should avoid, even though it's so good, like long lasting, making your makeup last, and a very viral product. This one is the L'Oreal 3-second setting mist. You guys have watched my viral makeup products video. You would have seen me spritz this, cough for 10 seconds straight. And after that video, like I mentioned, I did fall sick. And I didn't recover in 2 weeks, you guys. I'm not sure what caused it, but I did inhale a fair share of this product. And it's not good for someone who has allergic rhinitis like me. It is highly fragrant and the mist is not fine. So if you are willing to see past that, you're okay to like adjust it in a way where you can keep it away from your face, spritz it, not breathe for like 10 seconds straight, and then set your makeup. You're most welcome to try this product out. But if you are someone you're allergic to fragrances, I would say stay away from this because it's not worth it. Like the effect is really good. It makes it locks in your makeup, it makes your makeup last longer and all of that, but it comes with its own cons. And I prefer using a better like setting powder or something like that to make my makeup last a lot longer than use something like this and put myself through that kind of torture. Like it was so hard to breathe. Like I just inhaled it. It is so harsh and I just don't even want to spritz this anymore because I'm not willing to go through it. It's not a fine mist by any means, okay? I prefer, like for my kind of skin type and for the lasting effect I'm looking at, I like the e.l.f. all-nighter mist, like the Stay All Night setting mist, the Urban Decay all-nighter, and the e.l.f. Power Grip setting mist. And then moving on, I also tried out this Urban Decay. I think I have more products that I don't really like, but I'm including it anyways. So this one is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. This is 24-hour hydration. I got this in the shade 41 light medium because the shade medium looked extremely yellow. So that's the reason I got the shade light medium. And in I feel it matches me pretty well right now, like after bronzing and everything. And it is a very slightly tinted product. Like it gives you sort of light coverage, and it's a very glowy dewy product. It's what I have on my face right now. I like the finish of it, but I feel like I can get this with a much affordable product, maybe like the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. The coverage you would get is pretty much like that, not more than that. So it's very similar to that kind of a product. It's a nice product. It makes your skin look healthy, but maybe a little bit too glowy for a lot of people's liking. Why does this bronzer look not blended? And also it makes the products like that go on top of this hard to blend. I don't really have an issue like that with any product, but with this I found like my blush and everything was a little bit harder to blend. So this, maybe you can skip it, even though the finish is beautiful, but I feel like you can get this in the affordable range as well. And then the Milk Makeup Bronzer, I was thinking I'm getting a full size. When I picked this one up on a flat 50% off, I was like, okay, this is a big size of a bronzer I'm getting, and it was for 2,000 rupees, okay, 1,950 to be precise. But you get 5.7 grams of product, and this is how it looks like. I mean, pretty much what you get with most bronzer sticks. And this is in the shade Baked, which was for medium skin tone, but it hardly like shows up on my skin, so I had to use a powder bronzer just on top of this one to make it appear a lot more, you know, intense. And also it's a little bit harder to blend. It's not worth the price tag, I feel like, personally. And also you can get a lot of affordable products in this price. Just skip this one, just skip it. It doesn't matter if it's so hyped, so raved after. And then now, speaking of the Tinted Mask Fit all over cushion foundation, I have this one in the shade Natural Beige. Both of this in Natural Beige. Is a little bit cool toned or maybe gray looking on my skin. They have a little bit of an ashy undertone to it, and that is the case with most Korean products in my opinion. Like, they're neutral, almost leans towards that ashy side, okay? But I have the shade 31N in the other red cushion foundation that was a little bit too dark. It also oxidizes to a couple of shades darker, so that's the reason I got the shade 29N. Maybe I should have got the shade 30. I am not sure at this point, okay? But now, talking about this one, this is a more full coverage foundation. It has more coverage than this one. It has that, you know, it can mask up everything on your face. It looks pretty matte, okay? So if you're someone with oily skin and you want a matte looking product, you don't really want the dewy one with light coverage, or you don't really want the red one with, you know, sort of semi-matte, semi-dewy finish. You want a matte cushion foundation, you can try this out. It has really good coverage, really good finish, and even though I have sort of normal to dry skin, it still didn't cake up on my skin. It didn't look very you know, powdery or extremely matte, but it was a matte foundation. So I would recommend this for anyone with oily skin, combination oily, living in humid climates, want something that looks matte and stays put pretty much throughout the day and looks nice. You should try this out. If you have dry skin, stay away from this and maybe try this one out. So you can see the comparison of both of this side by side, and you can pick and choose the one you like. You can see one has sort of like light medium coverage and the other one has more coverage, and I feel like this one is slightly more in terms of coverage even compared to the red one, maybe, or similar, you know, because it's more matte. It looks like it has more intense pigment to it. So the last product I will be talking about is this one is the Fay Beauty Modern Matte lipsticks. I got a couple of shades. I will be swatching all of that in a dedicated lip swatch video. Like, I have a lot of lipsticks to swatch. I will be swatching in that. So in this demo, I tried out the shade Bougie, which is a peachy brownish kind of a shade, and the other one is Retro, which is a dark brown shade. Now, something about the pigmentation or the way this formula is making me not like it as much. Like, I feel like it's not very pigmented for my liking. Like, it's matte, okay, but it doesn't have the intensity of pigmentation I'm looking for, like the color payoff I'm looking for. And it's also a little bit like something that makes your lips look a lot more dry, emphasizes the lines of your lips a lot more than it is. It just exaggerates it and makes it appear a lot more prominent. That is my problem with this. And if you have dry lips, flakiness, it exaggerates that as well and makes it, you know, amplified. Like, people have to notice that you have all of that on your lips. I am someone with chronic dry lips. I have dry chapped lips pretty much throughout the year, but there are lipsticks that don't really like exaggerate what is not there. Like, it shows whatever is there, but not like emphasize and bring that out and show it like, look how much of dryness this girl has. Not a lot of my lipsticks do that. This one did that, so I'm not a very big fan of that. Like, the shades are beautiful. Something about the formulation where, you know, I had to tug on it a little bit. It's a little bit rigid in the bullet, and the pigmentation and just the way it looked on my lips, I'm not a very big fan of. Okay, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know what other products you tried out recently that you want me to check out in the comments down below, and let me know what other videos you'd like to watch. Give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.